This is Taiwan Talk.
This is Taiwan Talk on ICRT.
Welcome to Taiwan Talk. I'm Eric Smith, and today I'm actually sitting in the office of a legislator, Mr. Tsai Yuan.
Yes, Erica, how are you?
I'm good. Should I call you doctor or...
No, just call me Alex.
Alex
That's
is your
easy.
name. Okay.
Or the Yuan, the people in my hometown call me the Yuan.
And where is your hometown originally?
I was born in the Yunnan. Yeah, I'm a Nankang and Nehu people. I'm a local guy.
Right. You represent the districts of Nangang and Nehu for
Yes.
Taipei City in the Legislative Yuan. East Taipei, right?
Yeah, East Taipei.
And you've been doing this for how many years now?
11 years.
Right. And now you want to be Taipei mayor.
Yes, I hope I can have a next job to help the Taipei to become a much better city.
What special skills do you think gives you the ability to take on this challenge?
For a long time, you can see a lawyer to be elected as a mayor. You can see some other professionals to be sit on the Taipei city. But the problem is you never see economists. You never see the CEO to be a mayor to manage the Taipei city. And based on my profession and my career, I'm an economist. I'm a CEO. So I know how to do the strategic planning for the Taipei city in the future development. And I know how to manage Taipei city government as a big corporation. I have enough experience and expertise to handle all the daily routine issues to make Taipei city government as an effective tool to serve the people, serve the citizen, and also serve our future children for future development. So I propose a lot of fancy idea, but I think it's feasible. Just like all my idea in the past few decades, like to remove all the high electric power tower in Nehu, Nangang, to solve all the flood problem for the Nehu, Nangang. It all works. So I believe I am the best qualified people for the next term Taipei City Mayor.
That was quite a campaign speech.
Thank you.
You mentioned a couple of your accomplishments. One of the things you did was remove electrical towers.
Yes, that's right.
You've also mentioned flooding prevention measures.
Yeah, flood control.
Yeah, that's it's helped Nehu not have a major flood in about 8 years.
Yes, more than 8 years. In the Nehu and Nangang, it totals 72 high tower for electricity, and I removed almost 69.
So you've buried those wires underground,
underground
to make life safer.
Right. It costs a lot of budget and also costs a lot of the ridiculous work. That means I got to deal with a lot of problem. Some people may not happy to dig the road,
dig up the roads, right?
Just in front of their gate, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So I got to persuade people for our future benefit. Please. Right, help me.
So
right.
Quality of life is one of the big things that you're
That's right. Quality, not just quality of life, but the safety of the life. It's the most important thing for the people's life.
So how would you extend some of these policies to all of Taipei? What would be the first thing you do if you were elected mayor?
Yeah. The first thing I'm going to do is to try to change the Songshan Airport. Do you know why? Because Songshan Airport located in the center of the Taipei city.
Correct.
So all the airplane got to fly across the Taipei city.
Noisy.
The noisy and the air pollution, and in the Taipei city downtown, you never see there is a building more than 30 floors.
Right, because
that's right, because of the so-called air flight control, etc. And then if we can move the runway out of Taipei City to the ocean, like nearby the Keelung or close to the Shanzi, we can build an airplane new site there, just like in Hong Kong.
But we already have Taoyuan. Why not just stick to Taoyuan?
Because that's a so-called city airport, different from the international airport. No, that's totally different. Like in New York, you have a Kennedy Airport, but you still have a LaGuardia Airport. Right. Okay, so that's a help to each other.
So you think we still need a city airport?
Yeah, by the poor, 30% citizen, they need the airport. And the other 30% citizen, they they just don't like the airport. And the problem is I got to find a middle way, right? If we can move the airplane, right, to take off, right, outside the city, and then we still can, do the check-in job in the downtown place. And then there is an airport express train, just similar to Hong Kong, right? Then it just takes you 7 minutes. Then you can have a
zipped into Taipei City.
Zipped into Taipei City. So that's my ambitious project. Now, if it works, the place in the Songshan Airport, how large is it? It's bigger than the Sydney Planning Zone. So that's going to be a new central business district.
Thanks for listening. Tune in tomorrow for more plans for the development of Taipei's capital from legislator Alex Tsai. Reporting for Taiwan Talk, I'm Eric Smith. This is Taiwan Talk.
This is Taiwan Talk on ICRT.
Thanks for joining me on Taiwan Talk. I'm Eric Smith, and today I'm back with Alex Tsai, a longtime KMT lawmaker representing East Taipei, and a man who has officially declared his intention to run for his party's nomination to contest next year's election for Taipei City Mayor. He told me about a rather radical idea he thinks would benefit the city.
To merge the Keelung and Shizi into the Taipei City.
Why Shizi?
Because if you merge the Keelung into the Taipei City, and then we got to
go through borders.
Go to border, go across the Shizi. So Keelung Shizi, and most of the Shizi people, they need the Neihu and Nangang much more than the Banqiao, right? Because Neihu and Nangang is their shopping place, right? And their kids go to the school. Where is the school? It's in Neihu, right? So we are naturally natural family. So we should move and merge together. And if we have a bigger place, expand the place of Taipei City to the Keelung. Keelung are going to be port of the Taipei City. Most of the great city owns a port, but like New York, like London, even in Taiwan, Kaohsiung has a port, owns the port. Tainan owns the port. Taichung owns the port, but only the Taipei City without port.
Why not merge all of New Taipei, Keelung, and Taipei into one city?
If we can merge the Keelung and Shizi successfully, then we think about the next step.
So step by step.
That's step by step because it's much, much complex.
Right, sure.
Right.
Sure. Very, very interesting. Okay.
That's so-called strategic planning. For example, Keelung, they need a place to burn all their waste. Right? So they bring all their waste into the Neihu, the Hunhualu.
Right, the Neihu incinerator.
The incinerator center, right? So if we move together, we don't have to count the cost, right? We don't have to argue who should pay how much to whom, right? After the 15 years, Taipei City are no longer to have any place to bury all those dump. In Sanjuku, almost full.
Everywhere is pretty much full, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
So we may need a Keelung's 10x10 dump place. That's much bigger, right? How large is it? It can provide 30 years of, for all the Taipei City. So we are perfect couple. Why don't we get married?
Okay. Very interesting. Can I ask you about the current mayor, Mr. Hao Longbing?
Yes.
He is not all that popular, according to polls recently.
It's so popular to me.
Okay, good. Interesting. Can you tell me what areas or what policies that he's implemented that you agree with, that you're in favor of?
I'm so in favor his policy, so-called U-bike.
Okay.
I love this idea so much. But we only, for the time being, we only have, I guess, the 4,000 U-bike available in the downtown area. And compared to the Hangzhou city, do you know how much the U-bike in Hangzhou city?
No idea.
300,000 for Hangzhou city.
30万.
Yes, 30万. And if we can expand to 10万, 100,000
bicycles. You want 100,000 U-bikes?
Yeah, that's right.
Wow.
I think people will love Taipei City more because when you take the U-bike, your eye look at all the building, all the street, all the
slow down,
right? And our air quality will getting better, right? And I believe our traffic also getting better. Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any areas that you disagree with the mayor on, or policies that you don't approve of, that you're not so fond
Not
of?
the policy, but the way to manage the government affairs. For example, so-called Taipei Twin Tower nearby the Taipei railway station. That's a failed project. Those managers, they don't have a project finance idea. They don't have that experience or expertise. Who owns that expertise? Mr. Tsai owns that expertise. So if you try to recruit a lawyer to be the mayor or a doctor to be a mayor, that means you need to check your health, or you want to sue the people. But if you want to run the big project finance, like a Twin Tower City, the Twin Tower project, the only person qualified, that's me.
I see.
I'm so confident to handle the project.
That's you sound very confident. Speaking of confidence, how confident are you of victory in this upcoming election? If for example, Mr. Sean Lien were to join the election, how confident are you of getting nominated?
It's not quite sure Sean Lien will compete for that campaign. I'm not quite sure, especially for KMT primary. He's still thinking about whether he want or he don't want it, right? But if we don't consider his factor, okay, I think it's quite easy for me to win the nomination. And if I want to compete with Sean, I understand I still not in a very confident way. Okay, I need much more time to provide to prepare my campaign. But most important thing is whether Taipei citizen would like to have an economist or would like to have a CEO to manage the Taipei city.
That's going to be your argument.
That's my argument. If they want that kind of qualification, I'm the perfect candidate. I'm the only candidate for this campaign.
Reporting for ICRT's Taiwan Talk, I'm Eric Smith.